Christians don't think they have to do it. We don't have to keep the Passover anymore. We don't have to keep unleavened bread. We don't have to clean our houses out of leaven. Au contraire. That's not what Scripture says. It says it's an eternal ordinance for, in all our generations, in all our dwelling places. Whether you're a Jew or Gentile, it doesn't matter. So you can't just keep the command spiritually. You have to keep it physically. So even though the people had covenant with God, they were trusting him, they were trusting his leader in Joshua, they still had to have the physical manifestation or the physical sign, because that's what God says to Abraham in Genesis 15. It is a sign of the covenant that you have the foreskin cut. So just because we know it in our heart, James tells us to be not just hearers of the word, but to be doers of it. You can't just have covenant in your heart and not exercise that covenant in the physical realm. On earth as it is in heaven. It's already been completed. If you know the principle, then you've already completed it in heaven. Your spirit man knows it, but then you got to do it in the flesh. It's both. You can't just have it in the flesh, because the Pharisees were masters at that. They kept all the commandments. They kept it. The Sadducees, well, they were a hopeless case altogether. They were just after the money and the prestige. But the Pharisees were zealous for the law, but they didn't have it in the heart. The guy, the Pharisees in the temple, and he says, how he's telling God how wonderful he was. Oh, God, I fast twice a day, and, I tithe the 10% of everything, even my spices, and I'm not like that tax collector over there. Oh, my goodness. No, that's just outward. And Yeshua says that you're like whitewashed tombs. Yeah, it looks pretty on the outside, but you're full of rottenness and decay and corruption on the inside. It's got to be both.